Hello, everybody. So, today I wanted to share with you that Nvidia is no longer selling chips in China, but China is now pushing to make their own homegrown AI chips. So, I wanted to share all this information with you and what Nvidia is trying to do to get back over in China. So, let's go over now so I can share all that information with you. Okay, so as you can see, Chinese companies are ramping up homegrown AI chips, even if Nvidia is going to make a comeback to China. Now, China is focusing on large language models in the artificial intelligence space. Production of Chinese chips could ramp up this year as executives at the country's biggest tech companies look to develop more homegrown technology, as it's reported US chip giant Nvidia could return. Now, on Wednesday, internet titan Tencent suggested that production of Chinese homegrown chips could ramp up this year, while e commerce giant Alibaba discussed how it's expanding its self developed semiconductor usage. Now, the comments underscored how, in the absence of NVIDIA's technology, due to export restrictions, China has pushed its domestically developed chips in the search for self sufficiency to power its AI ambitions. Now, China chip ramp. Tencent Chief Strategy Officer James Mitchell said the company will have a substantial increase in capital expenditure, especially in the second half of the year, as more China designed chips become available to us month by month. Mitchell also said that the supply of China designed graphics processing units, or GPUs, would progressively ramp up through the year. He also said that China designed chips were seeing more supply from manufacturing facilities within China as well as neighboring countries. China has a swath of local chip players that have ramped up activity by going public and launching products. More Threads, MetaX, and Huawei are among the players trying to fill the void left by Nvidia since it was blocked from selling its chips to China more than a year ago. Now, this has underpinned record revenue at China's chip companies. Alibaba designed its own AI chips, which it deployed in its data centers that power its cloud computing division. Now, T Head's proprietary GPU chips have achieved scaled mass production, an Alibaba executive said on the company's earnings call on Wednesday. Alibaba talked up how its self designed chips are an advantage in an environment where access to semiconductors is difficult. In an environment of compute scarcity, this structural advantage is favorable to our revenue growth and gross margin improvement, an executive said. Alibaba also signaled that it could sell servers that are equipped with its chips to companies building computing and data centers, or it could co build those facilities with other firms, underscoring how the tech giant sees its growing role in China's semiconductor space. Well, here's the big question: will Nvidia be welcomed? Alibaba and Tencent's comments came a day before Reuters on Thursday reported that the U.S. gave the green light for several Chinese firms, including Alibaba and Tencent, to buy NVIDIA's H200 chips, one of the most powerful GPUs on the market. However, no H200s have been made so far, Reuters added. It's still unclear whether NVIDIA has indeed received the approval of the U.S. government. Asked by CNBC's Joe Kernan about the report, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said, "This is news to me. I know there's been a lot of back and forth, and we'll have to see on that. That's a Commerce Department function. Besant added. There have been several reports over the last year regarding Washington giving approval to Nvidia to ship certain chips, such as the less powerful H20, to China. However, some reports in that time frame suggested that China encouraged local firms to buy domestic alternatives. Neil Shaw, partner at Counterpoint Research, said that as Chinese firms push toward agentic AI, the idea of AI systems carrying out more complex tasks, they will require more advanced chips. That means that NVIDIA's H200 product will be welcomed, he said. We are seeing the Chinese AI roadmap pivot toward domestic only with AI training infrastructure, Shaw told CNBC. But he added that the race towards agentic AI had shifted from training to massive inference scaling, the process of actually running AI models that have been trained. Chinese hyperscalers simply cannot afford to wait, Shaw said, adding, the timing is right for NVIDIA H200 to get adopted in what could be a hybrid AI inferencing infrastructure based on Chinese and US chips to scale the infrastructure sooner rather than later. So, as it appears, it looks like both Chinese homegrown GPUs and NVIDIA's are going to be used for all of this AI. So I thought you all might like to know this. It's very interesting to me, and I thought it might be interesting to you. So I hope you found that interesting and also helpful in case you would like to know everything that's going on with the Chinese AI chips as well as NVIDIA's AI chips. Now, if you do happen to have any questions, comments, or maybe you'd just like me to go into a little bit more depth about this, please let me know down below in the comments and I will do my best to get back to you. And if there's a video, topic, article, anything you'd like me to make a video on, please let me know that down below in the comments as well. And I will do my best to create that video for you. And if you found this helpful and you'd like to support this channel, I left the link in the video description where you can buy me a cup of coffee if you'd like to. And as always, because you all do such a great job, if you can, hit that like and subscribe button so I can keep putting up more great content like, did you know that China and Chinese companies are going to continue to push the Chinese AI chips, even if Nvidia comes back? And I'll be more than happy to keep putting up all this great content for you all. Thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a great day. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.